always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Memphis Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. We love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Makes the grab, it's Ford. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Paul. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Rebels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the ground with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Find some fresh air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on first down. Buying some time. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got a man. It's Kitchens. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden,
big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Memphis. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous.
Oh, they blocked it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw. The short hands, it's Paul. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got the back over the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Wide receiver going in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here we go. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love it.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's the handoff. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw.
Into the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He rifles one deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He fires to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move. He makes the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Davis. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield very late in the half. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
The Rebels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a crease. It's Kitchings. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Nestled just inside that right upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw for it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, first and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw it from the red zone. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Here we go. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going to sling it on second down. Right on target this time. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. If they buzz down, replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. No go with a give to the big tight end on third and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kitchings. Spins away from 1. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first.
He's got it. First down and more. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Memphis! A great catch and run for 6. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Memphis 30, Ole Miss 21.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that...
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.